Good evening, everyone. Sorry,
I'm
slightly late. It does say waiting for me. They've got one waiting. I assume that's you.
No, I'm not in there yet.
Oh.
I am now. I'm here.
Oh. So hello, welcome to a Monday night stream. I've been quite high. It's karate. I've been quite busy. I've been doing a collaboration. So if you want to check my channel for the latest baking vlog, then feel free to do so. I was going to put the link in the description, but I forgot. Yes. So Mr. P was quite vocal about it. Everything was going wrong. So yeah. So he were getting a little bit frustrated about it. So
with a few
choice words, yes. So I just says to him, just do the best you can. You know, it don't have to be perfect. He says, I know, but I like things to be perfect. I don't want to put my name to something that's not perfect, if that makes any sense. So yeah, so he was getting a little annoyed. So just made some coffee. So yeah. So yes, our Prime Minister has made a statement tonight, basically saying that all non-essential, gatherings, etc. In essence, you can only go to the supermarket for essentials. Obviously, you can only go to your doctors for, medications and whatever. So it's basically, well, not put us on lockdown, but it's, let's do it for the country. Let's all stick together, etc. So yeah. But only place Chris goes now anyway is to the supermarket to, to get what we need.
Well, I might be because I'm allowed one exercise a day.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm a walk round park.
Yes, it does say you're allowed one outdoor walk or a jog or whatever per day. You've got to avoid mass gatherings of more than 2 people. Let's say, for instance, no restaurants. They've closed the churches. Anywhere where there's gatherings, all weddings has been cancelled. Yeah, the only things that are going to take place is funerals, but obviously immediate family only. It says gatherings of more than 2 people in one household. So yeah, all pubs, clubs, restaurants are closed. All non-essential businesses like electrical businesses, clothes shops that only sell like clothing, they're all closing. And it's basically to halt the spread of the virus. So yeah, so this is sort of more, all pubs, clubs and restaurants have been closed like at midnight Friday. But today's the new one, churches, non-food shops are all closing, electricals, libraries, and this is what makes me laugh. It did say that wherever possible to have your shopping delivered. Now I went, that's a laugh, isn't it? Because I've gone on Asda, I've gone on Sainsbury's, I've gone on Iceland, and you're looking at a 4-week period before they can deliver to you. So, but we're on about supermarkets, Karate, where you buy your food. In essence, there's only supermarkets allowed to stay open that are selling food. For your everyday.
He was on sub. What the flip?
Oh dear. So yeah, I don't know whether you've seen it today, Johnny. All like churches are shutting, libraries are shutting, non-food shops like electrical shops, clothes shops. So so they're clamping down a little bit more.
So for 3 weeks, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, at the moment, just for 3 weeks, just to see how it goes. At the moment, so no weddings is taking place, no baptism. Even churches are shutting. Even park, you can't. It's like, let's say, for instance, Chris and Callum decided to go out for a walk because they're of the same household. They can go for a walk in the park, but any more than 2 people from the same household, so yeah, it's coming down a little bit harder. Hello.
Hey up.
So did you see about?
Well, Tracy's just announced it. We're on lockdown now. We're not going out now.
But it does say that, like, let's say, for instance, if Chris and Callum wanted to go for a walk, you're allowed out for a walk once a day. I mean, and only like 2 people. They can go out together for a walk, but no more than them 2.
Yeah, we're staying in.
So I says to Chris,
get a few more supplies in tomorrow. Just top up a few little bits up, and we're going on.
Yeah, well, I said to Chris, I says, well, go down to Asda, get what you can, and then sort of.
What's going to happen now, don't you? Now he's just announced that they're going to all go panic buy again.
But this is the thing. Chris went down to our Asda and he left it right till about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And there were tons of toilet rolls in.
Yeah, they'll be panicking on something else now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got all that lot already. That's why that paddock was still there.
Well, Tracy's just recovered from her op, and then there's Keena. She does have asthma because she was premature, so I'm not risking it.
But they did say that the most vulnerable people would be receiving letters tomorrow, and apparently they've got to self-isolate for, what did they say, at least 12 weeks.
Well, Keena's isn't diagnosed, but I'm not taking the chance anyway.
Oh, this is it.
Do you like me teaching?
Well, laughing at that. Miss Keena, sit down at your desk.
It went well. I got the sack for swearing, and she got expelled. I'm going to do it daily. It's pretty funny. You only get.
I will laugh and miss then at it.
She'll only do about 2 hours. That's it.
Miss Keena, get your pencil out your desk. I was having a right laugh at it. I thought to myself, well, that's the best way to approach it. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to keep it fun and everything with her because she's not daft. She knows something.
This is it. It even got her in a uniform as well.
Okay, Tracy put that on.
Like make it look actually like school. Oh dear.
Well, that desk does flip up into an art desk and that, so you can paint and things.
Yeah, but I did. I was sort of tittering to myself, and I thought, well, if
tomorrow I'm gonna the worksheets at the centre home. There's some websites and that, for learning and stuff.
Yeah, and I thought, well, if anybody can make it fun, you can. You know what I mean?
But it's a long fucking day. It's only Monday.
So how did Amjad go on it? Amjad had to go into college today.
As long as you would, it's the teens, isn't it, that's messing it all up for us. They won't fucking stay in, will they, the little shits? You see that girl arguing with her mother at the door, telling her to let her out and that, proper gobbing off at her mum.
But you see, that's more or less what he said tonight, because it were on before 2nd Coronation Street.
Well, you know, there's not going to be another warning from where we're talking. They're going to put army and police on the streets out and stop them.
But it did say that there will be patrols about, making sure, such as like teenagers aren't congregating in big groups.
Well, 90% of teenagers are selfish little assholes, aren't they?
So
you've got a good lad with your lad.
You know, it's a case of, and it says, what did it say? Fines and you know, I mean, it's like as well, like all court thing proceedings has been.
I mean, they've got a 4-year-old little boy now with he does have quite bad asthma, but he's in hospital really bad with it now. So I'm not even risking it with Keena. I've told they're not wanting families to mix either, do you know, from like one household to another.
Yeah, that was another thing that he mentioned as well. He did mention.
I said to Anna, I said, I'm not being funny, Anna, love, but go straight home. I says, you've got the rest of your life to see, Keena. You can talk to her online at lots, but just go straight home.
Well, that's it. That's basically what he said tonight. He says, don't visit your family. He says, just, you know, within your household, he says, and if you need to talk to them or check up on them, he says, like FaceTime them, you know, on.
You noticed it's affecting the internet slightly. The internet's been a little bit.
You were on about it earlier on, weren't you? Johnny says it's affecting internet.
It's a bit jumpy in it, especially if you try to do like live shows and stuff.
Yeah, Chris says.
I mean, got the good one on yesterday, and it was like you were rapping. It was just his internet.
Amjad says it was good, Jeanette. It was only 2 of us in class at college, but then the college called my uncle. From tomorrow, I am working online. Oh, that's all right.
There's no point keeping the school out and having that many people there to run it when it's dangerous, isn't it? So.
Well, that's it. I mean,
I recovered. Oh, it was weird. I went to B&Q to get some plastic to cover up Keena's new greenhouse thing I made her. And they were doing 2-meter gaps in between, and they were only letting a certain amount of people in. They were right bloody queue, and it was weird, creepy.
Yeah, well, they're on about they're going to start doing that in supermarkets as well.
Costas and Subways and all that are shut off tonight.
So, basically, you know, they tried to put all these measures in line to stop it spreading, basically.
And we're doing it. It's the teens that won't do it.
Well, that's it.
Do you see them all at course? See, looking Scarborough and all that?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Absolute morons. I bet there's about at least 5,000 or 6,000 infections being spun around there now because of them lot turning up down there.
Yeah. Hiya, Richard. It says outlook is grim. But when you've got when you've got like same as Johnny says, people that are adhering to social distancing, etc., only going out when it's necessary, you know.
They need to calm down with the panic buying as well, because that's congregating up thousands of people in one.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I stocked up.
Well, you see as well, I mean, our prescriptions is due in a week, and our same as I said to Chris, if we're in total lockdown in a week's time, I need my medication.
Yeah, Tracy's sorted hers out. I'm all right for a while.
Yeah, so I've rung up today.
I'm a bit better. I'm not taking as many as I used to. So
yeah, I've rung our prescription line up today. They've took the prescription order anyway, so I'm
doing it over.
I'm all right I'm all right for a bit. But they did say basically, you know, like Chris had gone fetch mine anyway. But, you know, like such as him, like let's say in a month's time, and we're still in the same situation, I can ring up and say, you know, Chris will go for my medication anyway.
Well, I know there's a lot of like infections in Italy, really bad, because they've got thousands, but they've had no new cases over the last 24 hours, so that might be slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
Seems to last about 8 to 12 weeks, doesn't it? Kind of thing.
But it did say as well that he said tonight, 7,000 NHS like doctors and nurses are coming back to the NHS just to help out.
Ventilators the main problem, isn't it?
Yeah, and it did say that the sort of like going round all these private hospitals and in view of situation saying, well, you've got to make your beds available.
Well, in Spain, they're seizing hotels and using them as like makeshift hospitals.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a really big health system around, do they?
Yeah, so I uploaded a video today. I were asked to do a collaboration, so
you just got to keep yourself busy. And like it says, if you got
I took some wheel horse tractor. How are you? So yeah,
you've got to make this a fun thing because it.
Well, you see, Chris did like a bit of a fun video today about what to do when you're self-isolating, and they were playing with cats and doing patio door windows, and it's, you know, it like tried to make it a little bit fun, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
That was a good one, wasn't it? When I said Keena sneezed. Our garden's going to be like Kew gardens by the time all this is over with, you know. We've got about another 1,000 seeds to put in.
But
that little greenhouse should proper do it. I've bought a brand new roll of that plastic. It's really thick stuff. I've covered the entire thing with it. So.
Amjad says, oh my God, I seen that video. I was just saying when Johnny first come on, I says, at least he's making it fun for both of them, if you know what I mean. As far as she even got dressed like she was going to school, and, you know, Miss Keena, can you sit at your desk? And Miss Keena, can you get your pencil case out? Or, you know what I mean?
I'll be like, sit down there.
Yeah. And half an hour later, I realised I don't like children. I don't like teaching. But I'm going to put her on the laptop tomorrow.
But yeah, you know, I mean, if there's one
doing
thing,
online classes and that, they're doing online classes and PE things and all that via the internet.
Yeah. Well, you see, Callum, he's what homework did he do today? English.
Well, has he done it?
Well, it took it upstairs with him.
That means he's not done it.
So I don't know whether he's done it.
Head with him.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking I'll leave that while next year.
But it's a case of needs must. If they're not going to school, they still need to learn.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, the saying, like, because you've got to make it like fun of what, you know, fun of the situation. But the saying to, like, you get like 2 hours a day out of them. That's about it.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry, as the old saying goes.
But this is it. I mean, it's
so
like
we did maths, English. She was going to paint this afternoon, but she just jumped about like, on a trampoline and stuff.
Oh.
Then she did a bit of gardening with me. Then got bored because her fingers got mucky. But I said, come on, Keena, we've got all these seeds to plant. She put in about 3 and went, you do the rest, Dad. But we're going to have tomatoes, peppers, courgettes, cucumbers, lettuces.
Vanessa.
Giant sunflowers, you name it. It's going to be.
Well, I'm going to say, you'll a wealth of blooms in summer.
We get a really nice, because whoever had that garden before us, we've been here about 7 years. They put loads of bulbs in, so every year you get all different sorts. Well, I put in about another 20 this week.
Cool.
You know, them big tall ones that have like little bell flowers on them. Right,
bluebell.
Yeah, I've put in about 30 of them.
Well, you see, at one time we had like these great big tubs, and we had about, well, it was before we moved here, about 4 great big tubs, didn't we? And it's like we went to town, we filled them all with flowers and everything, went to garden centres, etc. But since we've moved here, we haven't bothered.
Yeah, I've got my passport bloody interview tomorrow. I thought they'd have stopped it, but they said they're still open. So.
Well, it says basically.
John, no, I've never seen you live. Come here, Yorkshire.
I think that's going to be next thing. They're going to stop all flights.
They have anyway, haven't they?
Well, I know they've grounded so many. I know, like Ryanair and even British Airways is struggling. Oh, Vanessa's in a snowstorm. Oh dear.
That's the best thing at the moment. Have a storm. It's better than the storm that's flying around this world at the moment.
I know.
First big word of the heat wave.
But yeah, it won't news. This little 4-year-old boy, he does have quite bad asthma, but he's in hospital with corona and that poor little bugger. So I said, that's it. As soon as he announced that tonight, I said to Tracy, that's it, lockdown. Boom.
Well, that's it. I mean, and it did say as well that the youngest person to die from this virus was 18 years old in the UK.
Yeah. But other end of thing, these good things happening when it's that Ebola vaccination seems to be working with the corona one and all. And they've already got a load of that, so. But they're not going to.
Vanessa says turkey hunting in 4 weeks. The birds will already be in the freezer. Yeah, there's no need to go out and hunt them because they'll already be.
Have you seen turkeys in America? They just wander about like they don't place. My mate VW Nuts showed me in these like woods in his back of his garden. That he's got a massive garden.
Yeah,
wild turkeys running around. He made the noise. He made the noise that attracted
me.
It's in the state must stop. Yeah, we've got 5,000 and something now, and that jumped up just over the weekend, didn't it?
I think there's like 281 died from it, and about 5,800. It says the Prime Minister has announced strict restrictions in the UK to tackle the spread of coronavirus. People must stay at home.
These little shits are staying.
I know.
This woman posted a video of her daughter throwing. She was 16. She's throwing a right paddy at the door. Let me out! Let me out! I'm meeting my friends. That's when you're going to kill us all, But still,
yeah, exactly. It says strict. This is from this news conference or whatever. Strict new curbs on life in the UK to tackle the spread of the coronavirus have been announced by the Prime Minister. From this evening, people must stay at home except for shopping, for basic necessities, daily exercise, any medical need, and travelling to and from essential work. Shops selling non-essential goods are being told to shut, and gatherings in public of more than 2 people who do not live together are to be prohibited.
I said to my daughter, I said, just go straight. She's at a girlfriend's at the moment in Castleford. I said, go straight home, love. That's it. No.
It says the UK death toll has reached 335. If people do not follow the rules, police will have the powers to enforce them, including through fines and dispersing gatherings. Boris Johnson said in a televised statement from Downing Street. Other premises, including libraries, playgrounds and outdoor gyms and places of worship, must also close immediately.
Told you.
Parks will remain open for exercise, but gatherings will be dispersed. The government is also stopping all social events, including weddings, baptisms and other ceremonies, but funerals will be allowed. And it says that the restrictions will be kept under constant review. We'll look again in 3 weeks and relax them if the evidence shows we are able to.
Well, they were told to do it and they won't do it, will they? So they're going to have to be forced into doing it.
Well, this is it. This is
You've
it.
got gangs in London of teenagers smashing shops and robbing shops and stuff.
But you know, it's you've got to rule with an iron fist. Let's just say,
Yeah.
You know, in order to stop it, basically, you've got to, you know, rule with an iron fist.
Hey,
You know,
Simon's in.
Hi, Simon.
I can't. Can you see that lot on Errol's Lane behaving and going in and staying and doing as a tunnel?
Yeah, Simon says it's looking like I can't go to my mother's funeral. It's over 300 miles away, and I've been trying to shake this cough off that I have.
No, you just don't go, man.
As to what to do. But
Don't
I'm
do
sure under the circumstances, Simon, you know, I think the family will understand. You know, you can sort of do your own thing at home, you know. You know, you can sort of think about your family that are saying goodbye to her, you know, and really say.
Totally understand. You can't be in a church coughing and spluttering. You give them all of it.
So yeah, you know, I mean, under the circumstances, it's going to be hard not being able to say goodbye to your mum.
It shows how much he loves his family by staying away. Not
exactly. I couldn't have said it any better, Johnny. I mean, it's showing love and respect to your family by staying away.
I mean, Anna had a little flat, but I just said, no, love, I'm doing it because I love you, and I'm doing it because I'm looking after Keena.
Well, this is it. I mean, this is...
So I'm going to be on my own for a couple of weeks. What am I going to do? I said, just be on your own for a couple of weeks.
I mean,
a couple of weeks out of your life, it's nothing, love.
There's nothing stopping her from FaceTiming you or FaceTiming Keena or...
Not too much. It's just by nutting. She's a bit of a manic depressive, isn't she? So she never stops fucking moaning. She went, my anxiety's through the roof. I went, so is mine.
Yeah. I mean, but when all's said and done, you're doing it for the well-being of your family.
If you think about it, right, we're all being asked to stay in for about, especially people like yourselves and that, 12 week, innit? 12 week out of your life is not much to ask. And if you think about it, I know the government can be buggers and that, but have they ever asked us to do anything, to actually do anything?
Well, not to this extent, no.
So I'm they ask for me health, safety, and everybody else's. I'm staying in, but I feel I'm perfectly fine now.
Simon says, "I know you're right, but it is so hard." Yes, as I say, it's going to be hard, Simon. But same as Johnny said,
look after your family and understand.
Yeah. You look after your family.
No, it's really bad right now, but if we all just do as we ask, in about 12 weeks, maybe 3 months, 4 months time, it'd be just a part of history. But it's going to be a bad one if we don't do as we're told.
I mean, same as I were only saying to. I mean, I spoke to Bella via FaceTime yesterday, and same as I says to her, I says, "Well, March 2020 didn't start off very good at all." I says, "Well, you know." I says, but by gum, you know, I says it goes from bad to worse. You know what I mean? I've had to deal with a lot since December, but this has topped the lot. And I says this is going to go down in history as one of the worst years.
Well, look at this. On my birthday, 18th of March this year, all the schools closed in England for the first time. They didn't even close during war. They used to hide under desks, didn't they?
Well, that's it. But it's same as I said to Chris, you know, it's like...
If I was the old me, fat boy, I'd be fucking bricking it now.
I mean, it's like where it all started in China, it's sort of petered off a bit now. They've not had no new cases. Italy, that's sort of petering off a little bit now. So it looks like it's doing its course and then it peters off. So hopefully, let's say
it's going to be every country with like a 3-month wham. You know what I mean? Wham that stretches things. You know.
Yeah. Are you seeing what Simon's put?
Well, I've just ordered double. I'm meeting him in morning.
I think we're all going to need some by end of this.
Stuff your toilet rolls. Well, I want my we all going to need a smoke by end of this, telling you.
But it's like, same as I say, I said to Chris, yeah, I've got it, but, you know, I rung up and I says, I know it's like a week early. And she says, well, under the circumstances, she says, I can understand it. She says, because where we are now and where we're going to be in a week's time, you don't know, do you? And I says, exactly. I says, I just want to make...
So I texted him earlier, went, double, please. I'll see you about one.
I says to this woman, I mean, because we have to ring like...
So you're not allowed to go out unless you're going to and back from work, innit?
Yeah.
Or go out for essential like shopping and just stay in rest of the time, innit?
Yeah, and I said, you know, I said to her, I mean, it's a good job. I mean, because we just ring up and we say, well, pardon me, I just need so and so off my prescription, that, you know, or like my repeat prescriptions. So, you know, we don't have to go into surgery to take his prescription in. We just ring up, you see. But, you know, Chris will go up in, is it 48 hours? Wednesday, I think. So he'll just go up like he normally does anyway and pick his prescriptions up, and at least I know that I'm sorted for another month, you know. I'm just laughing at what Johnny's for. Oh dear.
I was just thinking it's a good job I've got a lot of wood, Chris.
But as well as the baking vlog, yes, Simon, I've done a baking vlog. It's part of a collaboration. Going back to that subject, it was a bread collaboration. But I've done raspberry lemon bread with lemon cream cheese frosting or something like that. So because Chris was having a mare of a time editing it and he were getting a little agitated, I made him some more biscuits. Look, aren't I good to him?
In fact, give me one. Give me a
So
biscuit.
yeah.
Look, give Chris a biscuit. Honest to God. Give Chris
Yeah.
Have a biscuit on me, Chris.
Here moaning Minnie. So yeah.
I'll tell you something, I was sat on end of bed last night and there were Keena's little chocolate coins there, and I thought I could do with a fucking chocolate coin.
So yeah, they the white chocolate biscuits cookies that I made, and I says, well, if you're a good boy, I says I might make you some because I've got some milk chocolate drop things.
Hey, Chris, make sure she doubles up on flour and stuff.
Can't get any for love the money. When we went shopping Friday, nothing at all, no flour, no nothing. So I says to him, well, it's Sunday you went down to our house there. I says to him, I says, while you're down there, just keep your eye out and look, see if they've got any flour. Come back. He says, no, there ain't no flour.
She's messaging me now, having a meltdown. Will I be able to get a bus home? I went, yeah, but get one in the morning, get home and stay home.
Yeah.
She went, I don't get paid till Monday. I said, have you got food in? She went, yeah. I said, right, I'll top up your gas and electric, stay home till Monday.
Exactly.
You go get your shopping and go back home. Apparently she's broken a telly as well, so I'm gonna have to bloody get her a telly or lend her one.
They're not buns, Simon. They are cookies. Look, sorry, Johnny.
Ooh, they're nice.
White chocolate chip cookies.
My favourite. I know you're not having none.
Yeah, they are the Chris's favourite.
You know, if there were any chance in like life where you'd like give in and break down and have a chocolate bar, it's now, isn't it?
So yeah, he'll be dreaming about them tonight, I tell you. So yeah, I've got some like milk chocolate drops. So I says to him, I says, being as you've like kept at it today. You know, you didn't let it defeat you. You've done a good job. I says I might make some chocolate, milk chocolate ones tomorrow. Hey, I'm trying to put cookies.
Aren't you glad we've got YouTube and us lot to chat with? This would really send you fucking funny, wouldn't it?
I know.
I think, you know, like most of the time, we don't have every night of week, so it gets a bit silly. I think we need it every night of the week, don't you?
well, this is it. I mean, it's like I says to Chris.
There you go, Gordo.
Hiya, Gordo. It's like
it's
everybody's linked to the outside world, if you know what I mean.
I might start doing a few lives just to keep things trucking.
He says that the angle and height you held them up, they look like other kind of buns. But yeah,
I'm sort of
but I mean, it's like you said, Johnny. It's keeping yourself occupied. It's going I'm
this
going to
is
be
world's best daddy, by the way.
Alexander Smith thing.
Hiya, Alexander. He says Smithy says he wants to come out the closet. But yeah, so I did say to Chris, now he's up and running again. He's got a laptop where he bought off Marketplace for £30. It can now, like, obviously edit videos and whatever. So I am going to make what is it? Lemon meringue pie.
One of my other favourites. So
Yeah.
I can't have none.
So it's lemon meringue pie cheesecake, actually. So that's another one of his all-time favourites. That's that. It's like a cheesecake base, but like a lemon meringue. If that makes any sense.
I do like lemon meringue.
Yeah, well, that's one of Chris's favourites.
You know, the world's going tits up and you're teasing me with cakes. You know, you try to push me away. He's a good lad, he's Alex. I'll chat him with him early.
So same as I said, you know, I says, while we're at a loose end, you know, what better than to bake?
Well, that's what I thought. I've got a decent sized garden. There's a lot you can do with it. So with all veg and that we're about to grow, I might as well just go for it in big style.
Well, that's it. You know, what you do, whatever you can to keep yourself busy.
I mean, I've got another roll of that plastic. That greenhouse might end up with an extension.
He says, I've got another roll of that plastic. He says, so we might end up with an extension on greenhouse.
An extension on top of an extension.
Who the bloody hell? Who's Smithy?
No idea.
J5, do you live so Smithy can be let out of his cupboard?
I think he's referring to himself. Is that his nickname, Smithy? I don't know.
Well, yeah, since he's got Smith with his surname, it could be. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I've been a teacher, a gardener. I've been sacked, and I swore at a pupil.
Oh, Smithy Coins.
Oh, I see.
I've advised my missus not to go into work unless they provide adequate
PPE, it's got personal protections equipment in it.
Yeah.
But you see, I was just saying earlier on.
We need to put a clamp down on it now, don't we? Before it goes up. Well, it's going to go mental anyway, but.
Yeah, but Boris Johnson made this announcement that all non-essential shops is to close, e.g. like clothes shops, electrical shops.
Yeah, private, I've shut and everything. What it is we need to stop people having somewhere to go because they'll still bloody go, won't they?
I mean, it's like down Rowood. We've got what's it? Where you got that thing from?
Screwfix.
Yeah. Screwfix. That's it. We've got a Screwfix. We've got a B&Q. Not far away, we've got our own base. All them. I mean, they're not essential, so.
They'll be short.
Yeah, she works for a leading retailer. if it's not involving food, if it's a food retailer, then yeah.
Up to you. If you personally think that your health is at risk due to this virus, right, and that you're working providing any sort of protection for you, go home.
But you see, the thing is, it says there's so many.
Obviously, there's some really bad assholes, but you can't really get the sack at the moment if you say I want to go up.
But they are saying that the most vulnerable and at risk from tomorrow will get a letter. So what do they mean as the most vulnerable? You know what I mean? It says like liver transplant patients, heart transplant patients,
anybody with respiratory problems, isn't it? That RCP or something, whatever it is, I don't know. Something like that.
So there were so many million of these letters going out, and they should land on people's doorsteps tomorrow.
Well, now I've watched a lot of the videos of like the people that have got it now. I did have them symptoms a couple of weeks ago, definitely. 3 weeks ago it was. It lasted about 9 days, and I was really poor.
I mean, I
didn't have I had swollen neck, burning chest when I breathe, but I didn't have a cough.
But Alexander just say they're trying to control us. They're not trying to control us, Alexander. They're trying to control this virus from spreading.
What is it, Alex? It's not like they're asking us to do anything that's going to endanger ourselves. We're endangering ourselves by not doing as they ask. If you think about it, Alex, the government's never actually just stopped, turned around and said to everybody in the country, please stay at home, have they? Never.
No. And it says basically,
and then we can get this out.
What they're doing is, if it's even in wartime, I mean, they weren't this strict.
No.
It's just the country's way of stopping the spread. Because, same as Johnny says, they're getting short of respirators, they're getting short of urgent care beds.
They know that if they don't stop to people mingling with each other, that it's just they're not going to have enough beds. Like you're saying, people just die because they haven't got a respirator, not because if they had the respirator, they'd survive. But if they ain't enough, is it?
So, but yeah, I mean, in
see that car manufacturers, it were car parts manufacturers. It started creating the pipework and that for respirators. Using their computer program.
In a way, on one hand, yes, they are trying to control us, but they're only trying to control us for the good of the country. If that makes sense. They're trying to control us for the good of the country. They don't want the same outcome as in China or in Italy, the amount of deaths that they've had.
And you see what happens when you end up in one of them beds as well. It's fucking awful to see. You see that lady on Facebook who said she's actually feeling better, but did you see the state of her? In bed, she on a respirator thing. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen. I mean, it weren't same, but my stepdad, he got like a breathing tube in, and all his organs were shutting down. So I've seen somebody in a dire situation. I mean, it weren't saying, but I've seen somebody on life support. You know what I mean? And it's not something I want to see again.
Well, that's it. I'm staying in, simple as.
Yeah, I got that exact same voice message from Marie.
I've been like nipping to get what I've been, but straight back because I am not one for staying out anyway. But being outside that B&Q today were fucking freaky as shit.
Yeah. Simon says the only ones tested are those that have been hospitalised. So you can imagine how many people have it without even knowing. Yeah.
That's why I stopped testing. I did have it. I know I had it 3 weeks ago. So I've never had a cold like it. Never had anything like it. Nothing.
They were.
But apparently, I was making a mistake because I was taking ibuprofen, and apparently that feeds it. So that's why I was proper bad with my neck, and that my neck was like that. My neck was about that wide.
A few countries are using suing China as they tried to cover it up and didn't let the world know until it was too late. Well, you see, that's China all along, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
Yeah, even when Chinese spoke out, they disappeared.
Yeah. But
I can't deny they won't try to cover it up.
I mean, there were a couple that were on a cruise ship, right?
If it hadn't been that festival where they'd all gone home and then they've all dispersed back across the world, it wouldn't have spread as quick as it did.
Yeah. There were a couple on this cruise ship and they docked in Japan, right? And
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Both of them tested positive for this COVID-19. Now, they've been in hospital in Japan, and they're actually back home now. They fought it and are better. But only because they were put in quarantine and the fact that they were being treated in Japan, and he were diabetic, so he's at greater risk than anybody.
They've been doing videos, haven't they, from the hospital room, wasn't it? And then they were doing videos while they were on the ship, weren't they? Like I said, I've never had anything like the cold I had, so.
Here's the ironic thing. People Google the Disney, what the kingdom in Brave was called. I don't know, Corona? I don't know. I've no idea. But yeah, you know, I mean, it just... Hiya, Bella. Yeah. You see what Bella's put. We'll have to cancel that night out at Stringfellas now, Jeanette. Yeah, I have seen videos. It is very, very distressing, that is.
As long as you wear gloves, you'll be right.
But yeah, you know, it's it just goes to show that you can fight it and you can come out other side of it.
I mean, touch wood, but I feel as strong as an ox at the moment. So. Like I say, if I was the way I was 12 months ago now, I'd be bricking it. But I'm a lot better than one. I used to get chest pains just thinking about something to add.
But yeah, it's just same as you said. If everybody adheres to what he's laid out, then I think we should be all right.
But basically, all the useless parents need to put the cans of lager down, right, and get the kids to stay in.
That's it. They've got to be. I mean, Callum, it's about.
Yeah,
I mean,
climbing out the bedroom windows, right?
You know, Callum's not too bad. He knows the situation. Same as he says. I'm staying put because he's a bit like me. He'll catch anything that's going.
I'm not saying they're all bad, but there's a hell of a lot that aren't doing what they're told. I mean, a hell of a lot of adults go as if you're told to stay at home and you go to Scarborough.
Well, this is it.
They were
queuing
up at
you know,
imagine all those people touching those arcade machines, spreading it everywhere.
So
I'm looking for panels to get invited on. Jeanette, do we have anybody else on apart from DJ? I'm going to go live, I think, as well. Maybe not tonight, but I'm going to go live tomorrow.
Yeah, well, if you let me know.
Live, don't we? Then we can all have chats.
You put me off my stride now, or what? I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. These teenagers thinking, oh yeah, schools are shut, we can go and do what we want and etc. Baz is right upset. What with that and no dogging for either of you? He's right fucked off.
There's no strip club for me.
But yeah, I mean, same as I said. You know,
well, I'm walking the dog. I'll just chase it round the car a few times and then back again.
Hey, I've got an even better idea. Can you remember them things with tennis balls where you whack it and it goes round a spring?
Don't tempt me.
Oh, I'm going to say just tightly to that. Let him walk his son round in circles.
Oh no, walking won't what I had in mind.
What, stringing him up?
I've bathed him now. He doesn't smell as bad as when you last saw him.
But yeah, I mean, you've got all these teenagers thinking, oh yeah, we're off school, blah blah blah. We can go and do what we like.
But there's no point us sticking to it if they're not gonna. Thank God,
This is it.
we can stick to what they're asking. So,
and it's just a case of, I mean, we don't have to because Callum understands, what the situation is. So, since he finished, when did he finish? I don't know, Tuesday last week.
Yeah.
He's not left arse. You know what I mean?
I thought Tracy had been on. She's downstairs. Look at me, Frank.
I'm laughing at what Bella's put. She says, I had one of them, but the ball kept hitting me in the face because I'm only 5 foot.
Oh, I'm 6'4". I just looked over top.
Hey, I tell you something. It'd be like little and large Bella stood outside of you. Oh dear.
That is as tall as Baz anyway.
Yeah, but it's like when one at first times we ever met up, Bella says, "Oh, thank God," she says, "there's somebody as small as me," and she was referring to Chris.
Yeah, I've seen her when he did that live at her house. She's only dinky, isn't she?
Yeah. So she says Baz is 6'4". So it's like, same as I say, she were right chuffed when she met Chris because he's only a bit taller than what Bella is. Oh dear. But yeah.
Just typing to me, daughter. I'm telling everyone to stay in and all.
That's it. Yeah, but you're not much taller than Bella. And before you say, no, I ain't got coronavirus, it's a smoking cough.
Eating on and I've turned it off.
Yeah.
I did a live last night with Laura and I did a bong. And I said, hey, this is a bong cough.
Yeah. The thing is that they are not stopping flights from Italy, Iran and China. They are bringing more carriers in.
Yeah, but they've got to bring people back home, haven't they? Not going to just
take them back. 5p carrier bag.
Yeah, from Italy, are they?
Well,
did you hear that?
Like,
charging us 5p for a carrier bag. How fucking generous of you.
What was that other thing that you were on about? Oh,
hand sanitizer 20 quid.
Yeah.
Toilet rolls a tenner. I think it was something like tissues for £7 a box or something.
And
See, not all the shops try to rip people off.
Yeah, and this is a good one, and I think it's absolutely disgusting. They were charging for a £9 tin of baby milk. They were charging $23.99.
I've not seen that one.
And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely disgusting.
I've seen a video today by the Derbyshire Mayor, or whatever he is.
Yeah.
He's a Pakistani, and he said that to all the Asians that are charging over the odds for goods that other people need, when this has all died down, so you'll carry on charging, but I will be naming and shaming you and trying to get you fined and all that lot.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
My little grandson Carter's pulled internet wire out of the bottom of my daughter's box. She's got no internet. She's using her phone internet. She's got this meltdown, she says, if she can't get it fixed.
Gordo says, if you want to look at the way to combat it, look at the way Taiwan have dealt with it, with less than 200 cases. Mm. But yeah, I mean, it gets me so angry that the jumping on the bandwagon of people's misfortunes, knowing that they need hand sanitizer, they need toilet roll.
Listen to this, she's freaking out. Dad, I don't think they're going to come out. I had the classes as an essential communication. Freaking out here. Oh, yeah, because she's got Now TV, you know. Oh, shit.
Oh, dear. Alexander says Home Essentials got caught for selling hand sanitizer. But you see, this is what I'm saying. They're jumping on the bandwagon knowing that people are desperate and are going to pay it. You know, it's like a spa here in Sheffield where we live. We're splitting packs of 24 toilet rolls up, and they were selling them at £1 each. And if you wanted a pack of 24, they were selling them for £24.
You look on eBay. There's tons. You type in toilet rolls, and there's tons and tons of people selling toilet rolls on eBay.
Yeah, exactly.
Tons of them.
You know, it's disgraceful that
I had a chat with Keena today and said, look, 3 pieces. One for scraping, one for shining, one for polishing.
Yeah, Gordo says we have a Facebook group in my area naming and shaming shops. Well, so they should and all.
None of the premiers have done it up here yet.
So it's a case of like baby milk, of all things. You know, not everybody can breastfeed the child, so mothers are relying on formula to feed the child.
You know what I want to do? Someone wants to go in for this baby milk. Argument, it's ain't 20 quid a tub. Pick it up, walk out, and say, "What you doing?" Says, "Well, you're robbing us by charging 20 quid, so I'm robbing you."
But yeah, you know, it's you know, in order to feed your child, or you know what I mean, that relies on baby formula, charging extortionate prices like that just to feed your baby.
Pound is chef, mate.
One shop was selling a single bog roll for 89p. We see this spa in Sheffield were selling them at £1, and they were splitting packs of 24. But if you wanted a pack of 24, you got to pay £24.
But it was 100.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's ridiculous.
They brought the optical cable that goes from the box outside.
Oh dear.
So,
you know, it's
well, it'll go from street to box, and then from box into house. So they need the bit from the box, which is the box in the house, back into the house.
Oh.
I think they just better click that back on.
What did you say? It's Now TV, did you say?
No, it's a BT Open Reach box.
Well, they should get BT out because it's outside.
Yeah, they're saying they're not BT are actually going in houses at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, but there's no need to go in, have they? Really? Hi, Paul. How are you?
Hello, Paul, lad.
Alexander says, who pulled it out?
Me, my little grandson is on it. He's not even 2 yet. So.
Oh, there you go.
Well, she saw he had a little bit of plastic in his hand, so she took it off him when she wondered where it was, and then she realised when the internet went off.
Oh.
He's yanked it out.
Uh-oh.
It's the optical cable to the box that comes in from outside.
Uh-oh. They're not good.
You see,
I can't visit the house because I'm not going out. So.
Oh, that's it.
What is that, BTV?
It is
I
BT.
can show a lot. If you just zoom me up, I can show you a little video so anybody knows how.
I what?
You put me in big a minute. I'll show anybody on there which wire it is.
Oh, sugar.
I don't want to see Johnny full screen. I'll go blind.
How do you put it full screen?
You just press on me, I think, at bottom. No, me, not you.
Oh dear, I don't know how to do it. Baby, come here.
I ain't got a clue on that.
Who's going to need loo roll when there's no bleeding food?
People need to wind them up.
It's all right. If you saw my Tinkerbell beauty, you'd be. But I stocked up in the storms before anybody starts. Anyway, it's a quick video. You can just see which wire it is. Isn't it? Right.
I'm clicking on it and it's not doing anything.
That's the optical one that comes from the outside. Because the one on the left is the power. The middle one goes up to the BT router thing.
Yeah.
So it's the optical cable that comes from the box outside into the house. That's the wire they broke.
You'll have to take the box apart, see if you can put it in yourself.
Well, it seems it goes in on like a phone clip. You know, it's got the curved connectors. I'm gonna have a look now. I'm gonna look on eBay, see if they sell them.
So have a look on YouTube. There might be something on there.
Yeah, tell her to look on YouTube and how to wire it back up. There's bound to be a film on it. There's everything on YouTube.
I'm gonna look now.
Even how to turn a tap on.
That's what I said. Now we've all learned to wash his hands. Next week we're going to do crayons. Try not to stick them up your nose, folks.
Don't stick Lego up your bum.
Trust you.
Oh, dear.
Little screwdriver to unclip it out if broke plastic clip from it.
Yeah, that's basically what's happened. I can't. The only problem is I could do it, Alex, but I'm not. I can't. I'm not.
You don't want to risk going there.
I've got two little grandkids there, and I've got a grandkid here. I'm not doing it.
That's it.
So I'm just looking now. BT optic broadband install, so I can see which cable it is now. Hang on. I'll turn the volume down.
I've got the camera coming tomorrow.
Hopefully. But yeah, I mean, does she have data on a mobile phone in order for her to watch it on YouTube in the first place?
Well, she's talking to me, so she must be.
Oh.
She's not talking. She's having a breakdown back, looks the thing.
I mean, sure, it's same as Chris says, that surely this, you know. What?
Oh, I'm listening to the right geek on this video. Right, I'm looking at the back of it now. Hang on.
I mean, if you found something, Johnny, I mean, you could always forward that video to her, and you know what I mean.
It actually says optical on the box. So. Right, I don't want to know the fucking ins and outs. I want to look at the back of it, you tool.
Alexander says it's Cat 4.5 cable, wherever that is.
Yeah, it will be. I'm a complete geek.
We use it for unlocking data cable.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, is that it there? It's a fibre optic cable, isn't it? Because it's from, well, it's supposed to be.
For unlocking mobile phones.
That's what's happened anyway. He's actually yanked the wire out. So.
Well, same as we say, there's bound to be something on.
I think I've found one that shows how to put it back together.
Yeah. Well, basically, Bella, Johnny's daughter, they've got no internet because Littlins yanked this wire out, but BT not come out and fix it because it means going into their ass.
The woman in now
either
because of the C word.
Yeah, it's either fix it herself, and Johnny's looking on YouTube for a how-to video so she can fix it herself without ringing BT out. So, do you understand that, Bella? What I'm saying?
Basically, a wire's broken and she needs it fixed.
No, Littlins yanked it out, so she ain't got no internet. Now, BT won't come out, and Johnny's self-isolating. So he's trying.
I'm not risking it. I've got that's my three grandkids risking it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
You know, Johnny don't want to risk it going over there and putting his grandkids at risk. So he's trying to get a YouTube video on how to fix it.
And if it's actually broke off, then
yeah.
It's not Jim will fix it.
Bella says, "Oh, blimey, you really need the internet at a time like this." Exactly.
Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute. Gordo said exactly what you said, Johnny. He says, an inch of snow, the country shuts down. World pandemic, let's go to the seaside to get fish and chips, and they wonder why Boris is...
I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming when I saw it on news, what they were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really lockdown though, is it?
Alexander says, search for how to fix a router cable.
I am doing.
Oh. But you see, you know, I mean, this is the mentality of it all. One bit of sunshine and everybody flocks out thinking that they're going to be all right because sun's shining. No, it's not all right.
It's an open reach units he's got installed.
Richard says, which bit is broke?
The optical bit, not the router wire to the router's fine, the power wire's fine, but they've yanked out the one from outside. The one that actually gives, you know, the internet to it.
One that goes through the wall into the router.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that is the one that's
trying to be a technician one.
we're trying to sort Johnny's daughter out. Hang on a minute. I'm
Show him the video again, Johnny.
I'm just putting link in.
Hang on.
You have to kiss.
Yeah, I'm self-isolating in bed.
Yeah.
Until the morning / afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoon, I was
You're gonna have to get them jammers fixed, Callum.
Yeah, if I put more fat on.
Cable there, right, that comes into it. The other one is the network cable, and the other one's the power cable.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check see if Alex. Hang on a minute. Smithy Coins. Oh, it's Alex. There you go.
Well, it looks like that's cat. That's what they call cat. They call that cat 45. It goes into the router.
It does look like that, yeah.
It goes into the router box. There's a plastic clip on the back of it. There's a plastic clip in the back of it, so there is.
Yeah, what it was is
you use it for mobile phones. That's what that's used for. That's for unlocked mobile phones. It's cat 45. It's called cat 45. They call it cat 45 wire. That's what it's called. There's 8 wires in it. There's 8 small wires in it that's wired up to that. There's usually 4 or 5 fingers, gold fingers on it, on the end of it. and that's what it looks like. It's just like a plug.
I'm gonna have to take a close-up
Cat
photo.
45. You talk a load of rubbish as in the fibre optic cable. It's not fibre optic cable. It's Cat 45. So that's what they use. Cat 45 cable. It's got
Richard said Cat 5. Yeah. Who's muted him? Has he muted himself?
No, I'm just typing. I've asked her to send a close-up picture of the router so I can send.
Oh. Say something.
What?
I was going to say I couldn't hear you.
Who?
I thought you.
Bella's off the bed.
I thought you'd
Bella's
muted
off the
yourself.
bed.
Okay then, Bella. See you tomorrow.
No, everybody keeps saying, Jeanette, I go too fast, so they can't hear a word I'm saying. So because I'm going so fast, the Americans can't keep up with us. What did he say? What did he say? What was that?
I've got a close-up picture of it now. That one, the green one. I said optical.
Me.
That's it wrong way around. Isn't it?
This Cat 45. It should unclip. That wire should clip out. It should unclip. If he's broke the clip, he'll need to tell me. You'll need to get a small screwdriver and just knock it slightly back and just pull it gently, and it'll come out.
So that what you're showing Johnny is actually still plugged in. So it's not that one, is it?
It's the optical one, but I think that clip's on the wrong way around myself.
It only goes in one way, but if she's jammed it in it, oh my God, you'll have a time getting it back out again.
Sorry, Harry.
The plastic clip would have ended up went in, and it would have been like that. So you would have to actually really yank it.
The cable's stuck in it, or
The wrong way, if it's run the wrong way, because it only goes in one way. Because there's a plastic tongue like that. It's a slightly wee plastic tongue. I usually have spare ones, usually kicking about.
I know what. You know the clicky bit that makes it stay clicked in.
That's what he's broke off at.
I think that's what he's done, isn't it?
He's
So
broke.
they should be able to get that to jam in, isn't it? If they can.
It should. You should hear it clipping in. It should clip in. If she puts it in a bit more, but if they put it round back to front, trying to plug it back in again.
She says the connector, but attached to the wire at the back bit comes out.
So,
Right,
sorry to interrupt. I'm just going to read the joke out because that's where we're laughing at. If you receive an email with the subject, ding dong, don't open it. They're Jehovah's Witnesses working from home. I thought that were good. Just God how to lighten the mood.
No, because that's what I was trying to explain, Jeanette. We use it for unlocking phones. That's what it's used for. They don't use them much now because what he does, there's a guy that's got it's called Phone Fun Shop, and what he does is you actually have the cable, like your data cable, and you plug it into it, and he gives you a code, and you then end up with the code transfers down a server. So that's the way they're doing now. But I do
that specifically for mobile phones. Then
it for I do it old school. I've got the box. I've got the boxes. I've got the equipment. I've got the boxes and everything for doing the phones. That's what I'm going back to. If Bitcoin stuff doesn't take off in the next couple of months, I'm going back to I'm going back to phones again.
Hi, Wakey.
That's what I'm studying now. I'm studying the firmware, how to upload it, try to find out how to do it.
Is that sort of you're going to be unlocking phones for people then?
I usually doing it. I don't usually do it for customers because if you break your phone or you break it or you damage it, they can come back and turn around and say, well, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for the phone. So I usually just do my own stuff. But I usually have a lot of stuff that I buy as in second hand, as in is like untested. And then what I do is I get it working. But I usually don't put it on as fully working on eBay. Usually I put it under like this. They said what we had to start doing was we had to start putting under parts not working as in because it wasn't fully working, because they were saying that it had to be fully functional. eBay's changed the rules again, and what they're saying is you put it under use section, but you have to put it in the description, as in actually in the description. So I word it as in properly, because I don't want to have my customer thinking that they're getting a fully working item, and it turns out they don't. But what I usually do is I usually put 2 phones in a packet, so it looks like as if they're only I'll advertise it as if they're only getting 1, but they'll get 2. They'll get a different one and the one that actually is pictured. But now you've got to take, I think it's 6 pictures or something. 6 is between up to 6 and 12, because you used to only get, I think it was 2 pictures you were allowed at one time, as in, and then they paid like, I think it was like 10 pence a picture, as in if you wanted the extra pictures. But they stopped doing that now. I think it's between 6 or 8. See, I've been away for a while for it.
I don't have much dealing with eBay. I mean, Chris orders occasionally, but I
sometimes use Amazon. I've used Amazon quite a bit recently, but then I still stick to, because I've got an eBay account. But my eBay account's like, I've got like 76 I've got like 76 feedback, all good feedback, Jeanette. But I've also got my ex's channel that she cannot use, and she doesn't use it. It's got like 160 odd feedback. Do you know what I mean?
A
lot of stuff. As in, so I've been doing it since like 2000. When YouTube started in 2006, I was doing eBay in 2006. I was making money off it, but I wasn't making as in like fortunes off it. I wouldn't say I was comfortable in life, but BT were charging me a fortune, as in for line rental.
Yeah, Darwin Digital says that wire is an optical wire. It's not Cat5. It's BT's own wire. Don't know where you would get one from other than BT themselves.
It's black. It's black wire, but what goes into that box? It goes into Cat5, because it goes in the router and it plugs in, and it's a square port. That's what I've just showed. It's a square port. It's a square port.
It looks like Johnny's on phone to his daughter anyway.
What she's done, what the wee man's done is he's broke the plastic bit off it, Jeanette. He's broke the plastic bit. There's a plastic coupling in the back here. There's a plastic tang on the back here. What he's done is he's broke the plastic tang, and it's either half in or half out. It'll be lying like that, half in or half out. Or what they've done is they've turned it round while that plastic plugs off it, and shoved and jammed it in there, and now they can't get it back out again, because what will happen is when he breaks that plastic, it'll only be that tiny bit there.
That's why they're not getting a connection, because that prong thing's broke off probably.
He's done. He's broke that bit there, because this one's got rubber. It's got rubber bands on it, because that's JPJ. I buy them. I get them off of JPJ Industries. I go straight to the manufacturer to get the bits, and if I can't get the bits for JPJ, I go to FunPhone. I buy bits for FunPhone. But I only buy from now and again FunPhone, because I don't trust the guy on FunPhone in Sheffield. So I get them straight for JPJ Industries, which comes from China. I get them imported for China. It comes from Shenzhen. But China's stopped the production, according to they've stopped the production now because of this coronavirus. And then they're talking about New Zealand and all that. They're shutting New Zealand and all this carry on. The news has been on for like weeks as in about this coronavirus. That's what they keep saying about coronavirus.
It's all right. I'm just looking at that link that what's it's put in.
Marie Cartman just sent me the link and you listened to it. It was talking about Spain. So I went away and looked up to see if they were doing autopsies or that when they open up a body and they take on it. And then I says to my mum, I says, if a body's dead, they can't fight a virus when a body's dead because it's not a live virus anymore. It's dead. If a body's dead, you go to catch it when it's live to get a live virus, to find out what chromosomes and whatever it's in it, as in what bacteria it's formed, to understand it, to break it down. But according to Vox magazine say there was a protest march or something with women or something, but it originally come from Canvey Island, but they were talking about that. It wasn't him, that Prime Minister woman, it was Shizu or something. Shizu?
I've no idea.
Or Chizu or something. It was a funny name. And somebody else, but I read it that way.
I mean, some of the pictures that are coming out of China. I mean, there's no wonder it spread so fast in China. If you check the link, you can see clear as day. It's an optical round wire. I don't know. You know, I've seen some videos where people are walking around these Chinese markets. There's dead dogs and all sorts. What they eating? You know what I mean? And there's no wonder it spread so fast in China.
So what he's trying to say is it's a round wire. So that's got plastic, that's got square plugs on it, and that's what a router box looks like. As in before, it's got sometimes 3-4 feeds on it, and that's what it looks like. That's network. That's what they call network. They call it networking. You're talking to somebody that you're trying to hang with, teach somebody about electronics. I sit and ding with that's what I do. I do it for a hobby. I know that thing it can be round cable or it's black cable. Virgin's is black, and usually there's 2 feeds. It's like Sky's. Sky's got 2 feeds, but BT Open Reach only use their only use 3 wires in them. There's only 3 wires that get into the main telephone, Pat, and then it comes out. She's got a router box. That's a square box like that, a white box like that. It's sat on that wall. And that's she said she caught him with a bit of plastic in his hand, a tiny bit of plastic like that, up by the size of it. And she's got no clue. So instead of him running up there, because I understand where Johnny's coming from, he doesn't want to infect anybody in case he's got it or somebody has caught it.
Well, same as he says. I mean, she's got three children, and he's got Keena. So it's basically.
And BT don't want to come into the homes because of obviously the epidemic, as in because it's airborne. The bugs, the virus is airborne, so there's nothing you can do about it.
But you see, the thing is that if BT were to come out, they wouldn't come in arse. You know what I mean? Which is really, So I think this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get us so she can get some internet. Without anybody coming out or him having to go out to her or...
That's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to hang me as in probably talking to her on the phone, trying to hang me, explain it to her on the phone.
I've seen that one, Gordo. Seen it. That's all right. He sent me a thing in Messenger.
Guy, because Marie sent me that as in Dingmy, she's been as in I blocked her for a while because she kept bugging the tits at me, and I was like, I can't take no more of this, and I was like, Dingmy, and then I unblocked her, and she started sending me things like the one with the angel, that. So I started shifting it around to other people, and I happened to Dingmy, she sent me it, and I was listening to it, and I was like, hold on a minute. This has been me in Spain or whatever. It might have not been Marie that sent it. It could have been me that sent it to you. I had a funny feeling it was me that sent it to you.
I don't know. It's as I say, it's a funny thing that he sent me, washing his hands and then on a. No. Yeah, I'm not going to say a live stream.
What?
I have actually seen it before.
What?
I'll show it you.
Go on then.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that the black cat that likes to thing me?
Yeah.
No.
This is Benny. This is. It's very clean.
It's the optical cables. They're coming out to do it anyway. Thank God.
Oh, that's all right then.
She got in touch with live chat on BT OpenReach, and they're coming out. So. 85 quid.
Oh. Excuse me, language. Hi, little llama.
That'll be going the next bowl, Johnny, or the next two.
Well, I said to her, I'll take the bite out of it. I'll give you 20 quid.
You do not get one of those because I won't be able to.
You can shut it down.
She said, baby, no, baby. He goes near that box again. She's going to drop kick him. You were playing behind curtain or something, apparently, and he'd come out with this bit of plastic, and then then she noticed her internet had gone off.
Oh dear. What did she say? If she does it again, she's going to kill him.
Drop kick him, she said.
I'll just send it to Johnny. See if he laughs at it.
All right, go on.
Some naughty videos flying about.
It's what Gordo sent me.
Well, it certainly foams up.
Who's got music on?
Me.
Not me. It's not me.
You know what I mean?
I'm monetized. I'll get demonetized.
What, for that shite? You'd be right.
Johnny, they caught me for a thing, mate. I told you that it's on my channel. They caught me for back music, as in Mum singing the words. Mum was singing the words. There was no lyrics to it, but they ding me. They'd realised what the song was, and then they didn't send me. It was a copyright claim. It says it does not affect your account. And
I just spoke to her. I said, "Look, love, I just cannot come over, love. I just can't do it. I'm not risking any of my grandkids."
Gordo says it's tame considering what Ian sends. It is.
It is tame. Very tame.
Chris says he's not getting me one.
I'll get you one. I'm not going to be using it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so us YouTubers, we should be all right with this.
Yeah. Well, did they say when they were coming out then, Johnny?
I don't know, but I just said to her, I said, she's sorting it now anyway, but I said, it's an emergency, that's why it's costing 85 quid.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. I thought it were a dear when they come out to us 5 times.
He's got one of them new OpenReach boxes, though. It's all fancy when you.
Yeah, they charged us, what, or it's 65 quid first time they come out. Yeah. And they says, oh, don't worry about it. We'll put it on your next Sky bill. And they come out about 5 times altogether. So basically, and I says, well, I'm getting charged 65 quid for something that they can't fix or they're unable to fix, and it's took them 5 or 6 times to come out, and it's still the same.
I'll tell you a better story than that. This while we were as in doing lives, this is back well before Christmas, back last year. I disappeared. Everybody started worrying. But to me for at least over a week, right? What happened is on the Wednesday, I was sitting on the internet as usual on Wednesday morning, or Wednesday afternoon. Never forget it. Wednesday afternoon, my internet goes off. Something like that. Mum's maybe thing me the box because the box down the stairs. So I tramples away down the stairs and I says, "You put that box off." No. It actually ding me at a fault. Do you know it took them over a week before I had any internet? So I'd sat with no internet whatsoever. And they says, oh, we'll check the lines. And then end up, when they check the lines, it goes, oh, it's an outside fault. I goes, well, see, for that week we've been off, do we get compensation? They gave his money back. But I never forget it. But they've got the cheek to charge you £65. They couldn't find whatever the fault was, and it took them five attempts. I would have been asking for compensation.
Well, basically,
we're through Sky, but they send our BT Open Reach engineer it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say the same thing. We were Sky, but because the thing in Passage is a BT Open Reach box, they have to send a BT Open Reach engineer out. Now, after the first couple of attempts, I rang Sky up and I says, look, I says, you're charging me 65 quid. You still haven't rectified the problem. And I tell you how it all started. We've got the phone, the television, and the phone, the television, and the internet with Sky Television.
Uh-huh.
So basically, when the phone rang, it had knocked the internet off.
That's mum's got it 50, costs her £54. We don't have a phone actually in the socket. We did never put since the day we had it. We only pay the line rental, so we pay the line rental. That thing for the you pay for, you get the first year you get free, as in your free download and whatever, but you pay £10 for it. So it's 10, whatever your line rental, you're £10 on top, as in for your broadband or whatever, as an unlimited downloading or whatever. They say it's unlimited for your downloads or whatever.
Like I said on Facebook,
then you get your TV. I think it's like, it costs mum like 55. I think it's like £54 a month. It is.
Did you hear that, Chris?
What?
Get off your ass and build some. Anyway, perfect time to try your paper table, Mr. Pickering.
So what happened?
Johnny, I'm just going to switch the camera around and show you. There you go. It's all set up. Look, I've been using it.
It's a cat stand. I got on that, Alex. I got on that big table thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did deliver to the wrong house.
So there you go. That's the pasting table that Johnny bought. It's draped with it's like Chris has got a green screen, but that came with it.
But no, the clever bugger done. He never showed anybody as in who visited him, as in guests who visited him. It was on Facebook. I saw it. That's how I knew. That's how I knew who he went to go and see. Was on Facebook. Because he showed it in the thingy, and I was like, he just said that I'm away now or something. The phones went, and the next thing he turned around and says, "I've got guests. I'm with guests, special guests," and that's what he said. And I was like, I wonder who that is. And then I was on because I'm friends with Ricky D, J5, Natasha Flowers, some of the other bunch. So I've got my Facebook connected up to my YouTube channel because Hell's Kitten helped me do it a way back. So I usually have I'm always logged in the tablet on Facebook, and that's where I happened to see it. And I was like, I recognised the face. And I'm like, that's Jeanette. Went right. I see.
Well, the original idea was we've got a screw fix just down the road, like 2 minutes in car, and Johnny says, I'll pay for it, I'll buy it, yeah, and you go and collect it from your screw fix. So anyway, it goes through all thing, he pays for it, and he went, oh, crapola. I says, why? They're delivering it to my screw fix. So I says, well, no worries. I says, we'll come up and see you. Richard says it all comes through BT network. They just rent to Sky. Yeah, I already knew that. And all the rest of the suppliers, with the exception of Virgin, who own their own network.
Aye, because it was Telewest. They were Telewest. Virgin was Telewest Communications, was used to be Blue Yonder. They used to use Blue Yonder.
Yeah, it used to be NTL and Diamond Cable, weren't it, at one time?
They sold over. They sold over, or they bought them over, and they come out, and then it ended up Virgin. It's just, there's no Virgin trains running now. It's over to Avanti. They've sent it over to Avanti. Avanti won contract.
You see, the problem that we've got is we can't get Virgin round here because Chris prefers that to Sky. But they don't do the Virgin network round here. The only one, the only network that we can get is Sky, obviously.
Oh, because you use a dish.
That's a good idea. An ice cream man's turned over to selling milk and stuff because he's got a fridge. He's going around to all old dears, giving them bits of money.
That's it. It's in these times of struggle that needs must, you know what I mean? It's like, same as I say, Ivy next door, she's well in the 70s. And, you know, Chris says, if you want out front shop, just let me know. Just knock on window, shove a list through door, you know, through letterbox. He says, and I'll get whatever you want.
No, because what happened was I put on my real name, Alexander Smith, but I usually put Smithy coins.
That picture Chris just put on with fucking seagull.
Smithy coins and swing a leg because it's a fake leg. And Hoover was saying, I done a video for Captain Jerk, and there was all these people in front of us while I was filming, and she says, I don't know why Alex just didn't take his leg off and swing it at them, and that's where it become a joke, as in about the swinging about the leg. So then I decided when going on panels, I'll call it Smithy Coins and Swing a Leg UK. That's why I said. But I've now get addicted to coming on panels because it helps me get me known out there in YouTube.
Did you see what Gordo's put? It says you live in Sheffield. It's hardly surprising that you'll find a virgin at Jeanette Pickering.
Especially in our area, because we're all single mums right here.
Just a polite notice, just remember Screwfix is a DIY shop, not a dating site. But you see, Chris has always preferred Virgin Media, but this is the thing about it is Mum lives in Barnsley and she's right out in sticks in open countryside, yet they can get it. Yet we're like 10 minutes away from town centre and can't get it. You know what I mean? You know, they live out in countryside. You know, you're on trying to get a mobile signal where they live because it's you know, that crap of a signal. Yet they can get Virgin and we can't.
I've got Tracy's phone here and it's pinging away.
But yeah, I agree with Darwin. He says you can't beat Virgin for the speed.
I love a good Virgin, me.
But yeah, Gordo says I'm with Virgin Media. They are
The
shocking.
problem with Virgin is when one thing goes off, everything goes off.
But you see, Bella's also with Virgin, and she says their customer service is shocking.
I went to try and go with Virgin because my dad had a bill outstanding. He tried to bill me for it, and I was like, it's in Gordon's name. Because my middle name was Gordon as well. They're like, no, we want that bill paid before we can get your line. And I'm like, no, you don't. It's a different name. He's dead. How can you take off a dead man? He's dead. Doesn't exist any longer.
But
No,
this is the thing as well. When we lived in,
I'm telling a lie. Dad was still alive at the time, but he was hanging me as in he'd vascular dementia. I says, you can't take it off a sick man. I says, you can't take it off a sick man because he's no compos mentis.
I mean, it's like when we lived in Nottinghamshire. I mean, at the time it were NTL before Virgin took over, but we were on NTL. We kept getting billed for films, and I kept ringing him up and kept saying, "Well, we don't have film package." Well, somebody's watching it in our household, and I says, "No, they're not." And it ended up it were next door. I don't know how they did it. I don't know. Don't ask me how they did it, but they were renting films, and it were coming on our bill. I think they were hacking. I don't know whether they were hacking system or what they were doing, but we never had film package with Virgin. And I says, well, if you look back on it, we've never had the film package. I says, so why would we watch a film when we ain't got the film package?
Basically tapped the line. They tapped the line, or they were using it as a hotspot, as in obviously you had a password and they hacked the password, or it had no protection on it, and that's how they got into it.
But same as I say, that was when it was NTL. I mean, technology since then's come a long way.
I was with them till they went from the start when they were Bell Cable Media.
But obviously technology and whatever, I mean, we're talking quite some years ago. You know, same as I say, but I argued with them Black and Blue, and they swore blind, and it kept happening. I says, right, that's it. I'm not having any more. I'm going with somebody else, and that's what we did.
But I was told that there was a guy and he was doing a hole. He was doing a hole, and I was like, "What are you doing that hole?" And he's like, "I'm fixing the lines, or I've been told to fix the lines." Do you know what he done? He tapped an open line, or a free line. He tapped it as in, but it was a BT Open Reach engineer. He was doing a hole, and I'm like, "Ah." I says to me, "You come to fix my line?" And he's like, "Ah." And he's like, "Your line down?" I was like, he's like, "Well, it's back." He's like, "It's back up there." He says, "It's up that one." He says, "It'll probably come in off box." And he could tell me the box. He went, "It'll come in off extension 45. He goes, "That's the one you want." I goes, "Well, mine's is done." He says, "Well, you need to phone whoever you've got it with." And he's like, "Ah." He says, "Because I'm on another job." He says, "I would do it for you." He says, "But I'm on another job." Because I was sitting there watching him, as in for the thing with the bedroom window, as in for across the landing, watching him down the hole, watching what he was up to. But I was going to say about BT Open Reach are originally British Telecommunications, but the lines are that old. They're like 40-odd year old, the lines, them actual selves.
But some as I say, we apart from that problem with that box in there, which they eventually sorted after about 5 engineers, you know, they changed wire from ours to telegraph pole. They changed connections in box several times. This changed box in passage, you know, the actual, because at the time we'd got like what's them things called that we plugged into the socket?
Extension.
No.
Oh, I know the ones you're talking about. The thing with it's supposed to, as it's supposed to.
You plug your router into this.
1 router and 1.4.
Yeah, but anyway, the ended up
something called a range extender. You plug it into the wall, and it's supposed to take me.
They ended up pouring us a socket in that's got one of these. Is it a filter? Like a white filter,
Right.
And basically, they ended up as well to try and alleviate the problem was to put us a box in that's got a built-in filter. And ending up, we bought a brand new wire to plug into that box to plug into back at router, and that sent to us sorted the problem out. So
You hardwired the box. you hardwired the box. I saw Mum's got it done with Dingy. She's got her Fire Stick and she's got it through the Ethernet. She got it hardwired to her Dingy, the back of her box with a cable.
But Simon says range extender. Are we back on the blue pill thing? But yeah, I mean, touch wood. I mean, it's not been a problem, but while we was in the process of trying to get it all sorted out, we went on to fibre optic. We've got the Sky Q box, which is the latest HD box, blah, blah, blah. And we also went on to the fibre optic internet as well. So since we've done all that, you know, the wire from the box into the back of the router, the new router plus upgraded to Sky Q, we've not had a problem.
Aye, but I was clever because we went on to the second package, which is supposed to be the fibre optic or the next package, but they'd never done the thing. They never done my plug, so I went on to that my mate Vince, and watched him hardwire a socket up. So I took the old socket out, as in with the three that was attached with 3 wires, and I think we worked to as in you do use 5 wires and bought another box and put it in it But it was up and down for a long time. It was up and down for a long time, and it does it every so often. It goes up, and our internet goes up and down. It goes up and down, and then it down me sometimes like my tablet. It cuts off, but you're still on the internet, and then it switches itself back on. But they were supposed to be when you go into second package, they're supposed to take the old plug socket out of the wall, as in telephone wall, and then put you in one of the ones. It's like a gang. It looks like a gangway, and it's got the wee tiny square up above it, and then the bigger square underneath it. That's supposed to be the
funny thing is, though, because we've been with Sky with some for quite a few years previous to that, they turned around and said, "Oh well, your things run out, so we'll like re-enroll you or whatever," and it ended up being cheaper than what his old package were.
I know, Jeanette. They did
I have Now TV, me, and Freeview.
But you see, I like to record things, like, let's say something's on at midnight and we're off to bed. I like to record things. You see, we've got a second box as well, which we've got in the bedroom. So before, you could only watch the television on the one upstairs, but the one that we've got now upstairs, you can also record on that one.
Jenny, with these droid boxes, what they call the Android droid boxes, and they're supposed to be a lot far superior, and it saves you using all that, Carol. All you need is a normal digital aerial and a Freeview TV and a Hangme in that droid box, and then what you do is you download the apps and you can have it all the channels, as in, because what they're doing with them Fire Sticks is all you have to do is your settings. You do the AB debugging and you turn that on so it accepts unknown things, and they're using IP, what they call IPTV. They're using IPTV and getting thousands of channels.
Yeah, IPTV. Yeah, because we've got a Fire Stick as well for telly. Oh, go on then, Gordo. He says, I've got an idea for a stream. Go on then. No. Short answer to that. Have you heard of Jackbox TV? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's what Laura and Wiggy play on their collab channel.
So short and tall of that one is, no, I haven't heard of Jackbox TV. Oh, it's games.
But I think I'll go live tomorrow, so we'll keep us all busy.
No, because
Yeah, if you let us know what time, Jono, we'll be there.
No, because I've got
I'll get that little shit to bed.
I've got a Raspberry Pi, and I've got retro Pi in it, and it's like 56,000. I got like 56,000 games on it, as in Sega, Nintendo, all the way up. It's actually specially done, as in I bought it off by eBay as in last year, and it cost me like. They were doing they were giving you like £10 free, so they were giving you like £10 off whatever you bought. So I was like, well, I want that because I bought the Raspberry Pi, and I bought it off of the main place, and I bought the built-in cameras and all the rest, and it cost me £135, and I still couldn't understand how to put the software onto the SD card. And I was like, I might as well just go on eBay, and I saw this guy. And he messed
away.
And he goes, I can't tell you what's on it. He says, but it's definite, it's built, it's done already. I said, well, how long will it take? And then he started mucking me about, and I was like, are you sending me or no? And eventually I got it, and I was like, I only used it for about a week or so, and I was like, there's too many to choose from, because I've got borderline autism spectrum disorder. So if you give us too many choices, we can't choose. It's like going in and seeing a million sweeties, but we can't make up our mind what one we want.
Yeah, Gordo says stream through the Xbox or PS4. The only problem being there is Callum's Xbox is in his bedroom.
It'll be no good to us.
Yeah, be no good to us because Callum's Xbox is in his bedroom. And he ain't got PS4. He's an Xbox guy. Hey?
That's how tech I am. Got Nintendo Wii.
It says nick it off him. Yeah. I'm going to say.
The Android boxes, they've started using them for gaming. They've got actual Intel chips and all that inside them. They've got the best gubbins you can ever have inside them. And it's reviewing them, the product reviewing them, but they're coming, the boxes are coming for banggood.com. That's where they're coming for.
That's like Amazon, isn't it? Hiya, Ian. But Simon says his Jackbox TV like Babe Station.
No, it's free.
He says as part of the isolation process. I still don't think that'll cut it, Gordo. You've got to imagine he's in isolation as well. It's all right, Callum. We just, commandeering your Xbox. Well, what am I going to do?
Sit down here and watch Babe Station.
Yeah. You're not watching no Babe Station. I'm a key worker. I can promise you after today's shift, Tesco is not short on any food. There you go.
Everybody else has got it all, so they're not be selling as much.
Yeah. If you were wondering, because Ian's a DJ and they're shutting all the pubs, clubs and restaurants, as from Friday, officially, it was out of a job. So all respect to Ian. I take my hat off to him. He went out there, and same as he says to me, in 15 years, he's never been out of work.
Right.
So all respect to Ian. He went out there and he went and got himself a warehouse job for Tesco's. So,
well done.
And he's put, I've always been a working man, never been out of work or claimed benefits or anything. So, yeah, I think we all ought to take his hat off to Ian. He didn't let grass grow under his feet. He were out of a job Friday, and by Saturday, he'd got another one. So yeah, and the upsetting thing about it is it's his fiance's birthday today. and basically they can't do anything because of these self-isolation thing. So, oh yeah, the owner at Alchemy, which is the place where he used to DJ at, are both started the same job.
Right, I'm going to get off, Jeanette.
Okie dokie then, Johnny. I'll not be going on much longer, but instead of say
stressful being a teacher, I need to go and relax.
Amjad's going.
Okay then, Amjad, thank you for coming in, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
No, I'll talk to you later on, Jeanette. See you later, Chris.
Yeah, see you later, Johnny. He says I've just got home and I'm in bed with Sophie. Wish her happy birthday from us, Ian. So yeah. But same as I says, I'm sure once all this is blown over, he'll take her out, he'll wine and dine her, and so it's only temporary. Everything will be back to normal before we know it. And this is what I've said,
She said thank you.
Oh. So everybody's saying good night to Amjad, and well, that's it. At least he says he's only in work for at least 8 weeks. Well, that's same as I said to Chris. I mean, they might extend it after that 8 week. The same as I said to Chris. I mean, in my northern saying is it's better than a poking eye with a mucky stick. So yeah, and it's exactly, it's better than nothing. It's keeping, his electric, his gas, his food on table, a roof over his head, etc.
Away for the door. Keeps the wolf away for the door, Jeanette.
Yeah, exactly.
8 weeks is better. That's what I just said to him. 8 weeks is better than none. There's some people that would love to work or whatever else, but because of their illnesses or whatever else, and because they haven't got the skills that they need, or they don't have a driving license, an employer picks and chooses who he thinks is a.
Well, you see, this is what makes me laugh. I mean, like Boris Johnson said tonight, if wherever possible, have your shopping delivered. Now, I've looked on Asda, Sainsbury's and all websites. You can't book a slot for about 4 weeks. Now, you see, this is exactly what Ian's doing. He's picking the orders when people are ordering the shopping online. And he says 3 weeks lockdown now, so expecting to be a couple of weeks after that. You know what I mean? So it's 8, 9. It could well be looking at next 3 months, 12 weeks. It did say that Boris Johnson did say that wherever possible to work from home, and only people to go to and from the work where it's essential, basically.
Big Ian Matthews was on the other day. He's actually working thing. I'm working for him, as in they've set him up with all the bits and all the gubbins, as in he's doing it for his home. He didn't even know he need to even get out the door. And he says he set YouTube. Actually, he said he set YouTube up. He set it up in the work, as in for the work and for thing and for home. Because so it goes straight down a link.
It's all right, Chris has put, I'll send you an order for our shopping, lol. But yeah, I went, I mean, occasionally, well, more often than not, we do have a shopping delivered. But try to do it, you know, when you're looking about 4 weeks before you can book a slot. So it forced us, like on Friday, to actually go to Asda to shop, which in itself I didn't want to do because I'm in a risk category with my health issues. So I took hand sanitizer, I took disposable gloves and everything. So it's it's hard for such as us that have got to go out shopping. Just basically, and we didn't bulk buy because we can't afford to bulk buy. So we just got the essentials to stock us freezer up, milk, bread, etc. You know, we didn't go out and bulk buy because there were no to bulk buy. There were no paper towels, there were no toilet rolls, there were no pasta, not even any flour or anything.
Talking about that, my mum had turned up going into Glasgow the other day as in go and get down with pasta because she's going down to my sister's. Because Jason's got a job as in working with the car industry, or he's a parts manager or whatever for one of these garages. She's in the private care, but mum's going down to do the grandkids, but she doesn't know how long she's going down for because obviously down with because they need the two of them need to be working because my sister just bought a house, and so obviously she's mortgaged it for them to pay the mortgage because the lender or the mortgage people she got it with, they pay for the full whatever, and then you pay the mortgage whichever it is per month or whatever. But it needs the two of them working to pay for that new house she just bought.
See you later, Richard. Yeah, Wakey says and no black pudding, stuffed black pudding. But yeah, you know, it's you know, I know I order a shopping, but when you can't get a shop for 4 weeks, our freezer and his cupboards are going to be bare by that time. You know, it's ridiculous. So we're being forced to go to the supermarket, putting ourselves at risk just to get the essentials.
Exactly, Jeanette.
So
no.
Oh, right. I'm going to call it. I've never tried stuffed black pudding. Is it nice? I don't know.
No idea.
No, don't like ordinary black pudding. Mine stuffed black pudding. So I've been going 2 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut it down. I want to thank everybody for coming on, and Alexander and Johnny for coming on the panel, and everybody coming into the chat. Same as Johnny says, we need each other at times like this to keep our spirits up. If we're in self-isolation, we need a laugh. We all need to stay safe. You know, just go out for the essentials like we've been doing. And, you know, please be aware, you know, of your surroundings. And, yeah, it's pig's blood. It's horrible. Have you actually tried black pudding? Yeah, it's yucky. So thank you, Alexander, for coming on the panel. I will be live again on Wednesday. And if Johnny's live tomorrow, I'll be there. So thank you, everybody, for coming in, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.